Wait, it's that girl again. My name's Tenwa Uzumi, 28. I started working straight out of high school, and now I'm technically a CEO. That girl brings flowers every month. I wonder if she lost a loved one. Our office just moved here recently. The girl places flowers by the telephone pole diagonally in front of us. She takes away the flowers when they wilt, so no one complains about it. I heard that a man comes to place flowers sometimes too. Sir, good morning!
Good morning!
I was watching her when my employees talked to me. Oh, good morning. A typical morning. I thought today would be like any other. Watch out! I noticed a car making a weird movement, so I ran instinctively. Suddenly, it sped up toward the girl. Please! Was it my instant decision? Or momentary superhuman strength? The girl was unable to move with the car heading toward her, and I grabbed her. I don't remember what happened after. When I came to, I was looking up at the sky, and my body was numb.
Sir!
Sir, wake up!
We'll apply pressure. Stop watching. Call an ambulance. 911, sir, don't die!
Die? Me? My eyelids feel heavy. And I went under again. I only had one parent and was not rich growing up. After high school, I started working part-time for money and started a business. I started service that took on basically any job. I had no skills, so I made money doing simple tasks.
Wow, you work hard. Can I ask you to do this again?
Really? Of course.
I'm the leader of this shopping district. I'll get the word out about you.
A few months later, it was all random tasks, but I got more jobs from the shopping district. Okay, I got more requests, and I have more savings. I'm gonna work hard. Huh? Are you Uzumi? Huh? Oh, Nishinomiya. Long time no see. This is Najio Nishinomiya. I knew his name, but I never really talked to him in school. What's with the uniform? Don't tell me you started a blue-collar work straight out of high school? Yeah, I started the service. I'm self-employed. How about you? I ignored his insulting tone. It would be worse to react. Me? My daddy's company.
A fractured left arm and right leg. Bruised back, 2-month recovery. 3 months including rehab.
The next day, I awoke from a bad but nostalgic dream. The doctor told me the news.
No damage to internal organs? Thanks to you protecting yourself with your arm and leg.
A pretty good outcome considering the situation.
Still, you'll be hospitalized for a while. Any questions?
Doc, why wasn't I transported to another dimension? Nowadays, this kind of situation means I would wake up in a different universe with superpowers. Why am I just waking up normally?
That's because this is a Love Koi world, and you weren't hit by a truck.
You are right. I wasn't hit by a truck. The doctor wrote down that I might have hit my head after that. That really scared me. The tests and police questioning was done. My employees came to see me.
An elderly person with dementia was driving, right? So scary, really.
I'm glad I'm alive. Until I get out of here.
Leave it to us. Everyone will work hard, so please rest up.
I have such good employees. I had nothing to do, so I stared up at the ceiling. Now that I think about it, I really lived my life. I finished my first service. With my savings, I got a small office, and now I run a designated driver service. A lot happened. I always wanted to start my own business. I got some employees and was finally making my dreams come true. Then, this. I heard a voice and turned to look. Oh, it was the girl who always brought flowers to the telephone pole.
I'm glad you're alive. You're still alive?
She was shaking. I guess that made sense considering what she saw.
I'm Misakiwara. Thank you for saving me.
She bowed her head and raised it to show a forced smile. I'm Tenwa Uzumi. Sorry I look like this. I'm glad we're both okay.
But aren't you here because you aren't okay?
I guess you're right. Let's say I'm glad we are both alive.
You're right.
Sometimes, I mean, you come every month.
What? Sorry. I don't recognize you.
No, I actually am in that office. I tried to change the subject. I didn't want to overstep. I was suddenly overcome with sleepiness. It's happened a lot since I got here.
Oh, sorry. Are you tired?
No, I think my body's trying to fix itself.
Oh, you're right. Please rest. Can I come see you again?
I nodded and made my way to Dreamland. Yesterday was tough. She kept saying she wanted her friend to go in the other car. A few months later, my employees came again. They came to give me updates. Good job refusing. We can't be doing that. I'll leave the important decisions to you two. In the designated driver service, you work in pairs. One person follows in another car to take the designated driver home. But if you let a customer ride this other car, it becomes illegal. The two of them went home and the hospital was silent. The office is running well. Maybe I should stretch the bonuses a little. I need to reward them properly. Huh? I thought I recognized you. What happened to you? Najio Nishinomiya recognized me and came in. He hasn't changed. What? Well, as you see, I need 2 months to recover. 2 months of unemployment? That's wild. Yes. And? You're at your father's company? Yeah, I'm rich. I graduated from a top university and entered my daddy's company. Every day's happy. You probably got hurt from doing physical labor work, right? You gotta stop that. Who cares? Don't compare jobs. I knew it was pointless, but I continued. And? Why are you here? You wouldn't come here for no reason. Huh? Who cares? Nishinomiya hesitated. What a mystery. Another visitor arrived then. You! What's happening today? The visitors keep coming.
What is someone like you doing here?
Yikes! How?
This person saved my life! You murderer!
What? I'm sorry. Nishinomiya was pale and shaking. What had happened? You bastard! A guy like you! Get out of my sight! This is a hospital! Nishinomiya didn't argue, bowed to them, and left. What? Sorry about that. After things calmed down, the three of them bowed their heads to me. It's fine. I was surprised though.
Thank you so much for saving my daughter. And how do you know that man?
Oh, he was my classmate. He said he happened to see me.
I see.
The weird tension didn't go away, and Misaki's parents ended up saying their thanks and leaving. I was alone with her now. The air felt heavy.
Aren't you gonna ask? About earlier, or before all this? About the flowers?
I don't like to overstep, but if it makes you feel better to let it out, I'm here to listen. She thought for a moment.
I had a sister who was 2 years older than me. She was always mean to me. Miss Saki, you're so slow. Are you really my sister? Shut up! I'm going at my own pace. We always fought. Honestly, I don't think I liked her back then. That day, we were fighting and walking apart. Misaki! I didn't see it. That man was looking at his phone. He turned his steering wheel the wrong way.
She must be remembering the scene. Her voice shook.
It happened in a flash. My sister pushed me and... Before I knew it, the funeral was over. We took care of my sister's belongings. I found her diary.
This is what it said.
Why am I so mean to Misaki? I should be nice to her since I'm an adult. Misaki is my precious sister, but we fought again. Why does this happen? I realized that my sister loved me then. But now she's not here.
That's why she brought flowers every month, on top of that.
That guy ended up with 3 years. His sentence was suspended. Why? He killed someone. No matter how much he repents or apologizes, we won't forgive him. We can't forgive him.
The reason behind her family's hatred was so heartbreaking.
I'm sorry, I'm crying. I feel a little better now.
A few minutes later, Misaki wiped her tears and forced a smile. No,
I'm sorry for saying all that. It must be hard to respond. I'll go now.
She stood up to leave, but turned around to face me.
Can I come again? Because you saved me, and it happened in that spot. This time we were both saved. I feel like it means something. Sorry I overstepped. You're really hurt.
I'm always bored here. My hand's like this, too. I'd be happy if you came to talk to me when you have time.
Would it be okay?
I'm the one asking you. Please come again if you want.
Thank you.
She smiled slightly. I've made a new friend.
Damn it!
Meanwhile, Najio Nishinomiya cursed and looked regretful.
That accident messed everything up. Someone, save me! Bastard. Harsh. I'll never be forgiven.
About 2 months passed since then.
You're finally getting out, Tenwa-san. You made it.
Am I a prisoner or something? Thank you for coming in from time to time. I had recovered more quickly than predicted, so I was getting out today. We talked quite often, and now we were on a first-name basis. I stepped outside to see Najio Nishinomiya. Nishinomiya, you're here again? Is someone you know in here?
It was me, and... Stop bugging me and go home already.
His face was lifeless. He looked down.
It's none of your business. Don't ask. Go home.
I just realized his clothes and shoes were a mess.
He looks terrible. He was disowned, fired.
What? Really? Misaki looked somewhat sad. She must have hit the nail on the head because Nishinomiya bit his lip. This was who he was now. When he came into my hospital room to make fun of me, that must have been all he had.
I had someone investigate you.
She sighed and told him.
It wasn't good, but after the accident, I thought you might have repented a little. Is your phone okay?
My phone had been ringing multiple times. I didn't want to cut off the conversation, but it's okay. It's just my employee. They said they would throw a little welcome back party for the CEO when I'm out.
What? You're CEO?
Yeah, it's a small company, but I have some employees now. I responded, but Nishinomiya's response was unexpected.
Uzumi, please, lend me some money. Look at me.
Suddenly, Nishinomiya got down on his knees and bowed his head. Huh? You? I know you're in some trouble, but still. Misaki's next to me and you're gonna say that? Is what I was about to say.
No, I want you to help her.
We returned to the hospital and learned why Najio had been coming here.
Hey yo, Naijo's friends. How unexpected. What? Did you all come to see me?
She was all skin and bones and didn't look very healthy. Apparently, her name was Koharu Tachibana. She smiled at us. We left the hospital room and went to a nearby restaurant.
I met her after I got fired because of the accident. A year ago, she developed a heart condition. She doesn't have parents to rely on, and neither do I. I managed to pay for the hospital bills and tests from my savings, but I don't have enough for surgery. Please, her surgery fees. Let me borrow 5 million yen. I'll do anything.
Misaki didn't say anything. She had hired a PI, so she might have known this already. Are you really asking this right now?
I know. I've regretted and repented since that accident. I know that I won't be forgiven, but she doesn't have time. She gets worse every day. She only gets 1 year if she doesn't get surgery. The success rate gets lower every day she doesn't get the surgery. But I have no money.
Seems like this man had many different chances to think about the meaning of life. It was so sudden, my thoughts couldn't keep up. Misaki tugged my sleeve.
Whatever you want to do.
She left. She wasn't refusing. I crossed my arms and looked up like I was thinking about it. Maybe it was a mistake meeting her again. I need to separate Misaki from Tachibana-san's situation. If I don't do anything now. 5 million is a lot. You didn't ask your parents?
I did. I explained everything. But they told me I wasn't their son anymore.
I see. Give me a week to think. A week passed quickly. Najio jumped into the hospital room excitedly.
Koharu! We have the money for surgery! You're saved!
What? Really? But how?
Koharu, when your surgery goes well, I need to tell you something.
What? What is it? Tell me now.
I can't now. After the surgery.
As for me, Misaki and I wanted to see the same movie, so we were at the movie theater.
Did you make the right choice?
Someone's life was on the line. I could feel that Nishinomiya wanted to save her too.
And we met Koharu-san.
And you, I was surprised.
Well, he went that far.
This past week, Najio took a day off work to go apologize to her family. He had gone to them many times, but they always shooed him away. This time, he was yelled at, and on the third day, they said nothing to him.
I apologize for taking your daughter's life. I can only apologize. I'm truly sorry.
On the fifth day, Misaki's father took him by the neck to Misaki's sister's gravesite to apologize. In a way, it might look like he's putting on a show to borrow a lot of money, but... Is that Nishinomiya? From the window, I saw Najio place flowers on the road and pray. I had heard that a man comes sometimes to put flowers there. Could it be... 6 months later, Koharu's surgery succeeded, and the outlook was good. After the surgery, Misaki and I went to see her. Nishinomiya bowed his head.
Uzumi, thank you for saving her life. I'm sorry I made fun of you. Wada-san, I'm sorry to you as well.
I heard from Najio. My deepest condolences to the two of you.
He must have told her everything. There was no arrogance or ill will behind his actions. Misaki watched Nishinomiya's bowed head with mixed emotions.
Honestly, I don't think my family or I can truly forgive you. Never forget that.
I know. I took someone you loved from you. I'll never forget it.
Koharu-san, I'm happy you're okay. Take care of him.
No matter what, he's the man that took a loved one from her. I felt the strength behind her kind smile. After that, Koharu was discharged and married Najio. He made amends with his parents and started his own business that dealt with traffic safety and medicine.
We want less people to be sad and less people to make others sad.
When he turns 50, he would discover some revolutionary technology. But that's a story for the future. As for us, we were closer than ever. We were visiting Misaki's sister's gravesite. We were just about to clean something.
Did the perpetrators apologize to you after your accident?
Yeah, the whole family came to apologize.
That's good. Is good the right word? Jeez. One wrong turn and... Bye, Misaki. Live for me. What? Oh, Nechan!
What's wrong? She looked up. I'll be back, she whispered. You can never make up for taking a life. Victims whose lives are taken from them. The families that are left behind. The sadness is immeasurable. In this moment, the weight of a life changes, or it looks like it changes. Even though all lives were equally valuable, all people are precious to someone. But I don't think it's wrong to feel like the lives of your loved ones are more important than others. If you were me, Misaki, or Nishinomiya, what would you do?
Hi guys, it's Brittany. Whew, that story was hard. I think I'm literally shedding tears right now, though you can't see it. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next story. Mwah! Bye!